So a quote, you just have to flood a country's public square with enough raw sewage. You just have to raise enough questions, spread enough dirt, plant enough conspiracy theorizing that citizens no longer know what to believe. Once they lose trust in their leaders, in mainstream media, in political institutions, in each other, in the possibility of truth, the game is won. End quote, Barack Obama. Yes, so there is both sides that are doing that now. I mean, it's already been proven where Obama got his teaching from, first of all, okay? It was Alinsky and Bill Ayers. And speaking of Bill Ayers, it's important to note, this is why all this stuff with this needs to just, like, really stop. It's ridiculous at this point. Because really what they want to do is, it's menticide. It's killing of the mind. They're trying to drive people mad. They are. And that's why I said this has gone off the rails so far. And I see so many people on TikTok, and well, but not just TikTok, everywhere. And Robert Kennedy Jr. himself is running the circuit. And Tucker Carlson leaves Fox right at the right time, right, to help promote him. And what is it all designed to do? It has nothing to do with this. It doesn't. It has nothing to do with it. It's wanting to corral everybody because you will not think for yourself. Somebody's going to control your thinking. And that's what Saul Alinsky's Rules for Radicals was all about. But speaking of Bill Ayers, Bill Ayers' father was Thomas G. Ayers. He was the president and CEO and chairman of Commonwealth Edison from 1973 to 1980. Commonwealth Edison is still, it's what I pay my electric, it's my electric company. Ayers served as chairman of the board of trustees of Northwestern University, of course, because Northwestern's so, they're all in this mix. The Erickson Institute, Bank Street College of Education, New York City, the Chicago Symphony Orchestra, the Chicago Community Trust, Chicago Urban League, the Community Renewal Society, Chicago Association of Commerce and Industry, Chicago United, the Leadership Council for Metropolitan Open Communities, Dearborn Park Corporation, and served as vice president of the Chicago Board of Education. Ayers also served on the board of directors of Sears, Chicago Pacific Corp., Zenith Corp., General Dynamics Corp., First National Bank of Chicago, Chicago Cubs, and Tribune. Yep. And then it goes on to talk about his son, who then went on to create the Weather Underground Group. So the reason I mention this is because this is psychological. That's what this is. It's not about this. This is all bullshit. Everything there's and the thing is, I know I said in my you can't move people from it. You can't. They already got stuck there. So here's the problem, is that it is designed to make you go mad. And then your people like RFK, okay, when he gets what he wants, let's say, for instance, he gets what he wants, he gets in office, then he's going to pull all you herd of people that has believed the bullshit, okay, that has been said about that, herd you into the way what you are to think, and Tucker Carlson, I think, will help him do it. That's my opinion. The other fear-mongering tactic that's being used, and I think this one is being used to deliberately get people to a point where you don't know what to believe, is this AI push, okay? You're hearing from certain sects of the industry, your Elon Musks and all that AI can do everything. It can create a video that's not really the person saying that. It can use your voice, change, and not even be you. Well, isn't that perfect timing for that to happen right when like things are coming out, the truth is coming to the surface, and the things they're saying about this is not true, so that's making it a big sewage mess. That's like what the Barack Obamas are talking about, is that kind of stuff. All those people, they serve that agenda to cause nothing but sewage into everything. the same way the mainstream media did. And it's all designed to get you back to where you belong, which is right in front of them, listening to what they have to say. They will tell you the truth. But they are no better than the mainstream media. And I will guarantee, well, I shouldn't say guarantee, but I'm almost certain Tucker Carlson left Fox because they want to corral people, because the mainstream media has lost all credibility. So it's another way to get people in. And this is why I said do not get stuck. It's so important not to get stuck. Because this is how it's all, it's one of some of the rules from the Saul Alinsky's rules for radicals. So one is power. Power is not only what you have, but what the enemy thinks you have. Power is derived from two main sources, money and people. The have-nots must build power from flesh and blood. 2, never go outside the expertise of your people. It results in confusion and fear and retreat. Feeling secure adds to the backbone of anyone. 3, whenever possible, go outside the expertise of your enemy. Look for ways to increase insecurity, anxiety, and uncertainty. Well, they've done a great job, yeah. And people are buying it because they think, oh, I know everything about the World Economic Forum. The World Economic Forum put everything out that they wanted you to, so you'd fall into the trap. Make the enemy live up to its own book of rules. 5, ridicule is man's most potent weapon. 6, a good tactic is one your people enjoy. A tactic that drags on too long becomes a drag. Don't become old news. Keep the pressure on, never let up. Keep trying new things to keep the opposition off balance. As the opposition masters one approach, hit them from the flank with something new. That's why I said, while you're sitting there saying, oh, yeah, this is happening and that's it, you don't know that any of that is happening. No, you don't. You don't. But as long as you fight for that position, you stay in your ego and you do exactly what they expect you to do. Because they want to create that mass ego. And I believe Tucker Carlson and RFK are going to try to, help corral people into that movement. Something else interesting. Number 9, the threat is usually more terrifying than the thing itself. Imagination and ego can dream up many more consequences than any activist. The major premise for tactics is the development of operations that will maintain a constant pressure upon the opposition. It is this unceasing pressure that results in the reactions from the opposition that are essential for the success of the campaign. If you push a negative hard enough, it will push through and become a positive. Violence from the other side can win the public to your side because the public sympathizes with the underdog. This is Saul Alinsky. This is where Obama trained. Bill Ayers. It's all it goes back to Richard Daley. Probably before that even. I'm still looking it up. But they all trained with this stuff. They all know it. All the mayors and governors in Illinois. So, yeah, that's what you're dealing with. So every one of you that fell in and still continue, you totally missed, you're not seeing it, the truth here. That this is the raw sewage. Yeah, there was a lot of them that came out in 2020. Because this made no sense to most people, okay? Because most people saw that we're already aware something was going on with Trump's administration prior to 2020 and the virus. When that came, we realized, no, this is bullshit, everything they're doing. They're trying to take the narrative back, and they did. And so then even the people that were awake to that, okay, and realized that this is ridiculous with this virus. It's so obvious, and Anthony Fauci said before Trump went in, oh, he's going to have a pandemic. It seemed ridiculous to us for this to have to be done, right? Yeah. So then a bunch of people just went down that road and stayed on it because there were so many operatives, so many Saul Alinsky operatives. There still are. Judy Mikovits, all of it. There's so many of them. All designed to create the raw sewage they need. So that it gets to a point, and then you throw AI into that, and Elon Musk saying, oh, no, you have to be scared, and it's going to do this. And then you have a whole public, you have so many people not knowing what to believe. Stop getting stuck and get off all bandwagons.